Alright guys, back for another Dokkan Battle video. So, today we have the Legends and Dokkan scans. I don't really cover too much Legends nowadays. But, you know, like, the scans are pretty much combined right here. Shout out, of course, to the homie Dragon Ball Hype for posting the scans. He does seem to be the one these days, I think, who is usually getting these scans out pretty quickly. So, definitely big shout out to him. Okay, so... let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So we have the scan for Final Form Cooler, right? So this is the next DOKKANFEST exclusive that is going to be coming to Dokkan. As we can see, he is an STR unit here. Oh, I should also point out here that, you know, the homie Goresh, obviously, had info for these scans right here. But basically everything he was talking about is on the Legends part of it, right? So it doesn't seem like there's any new info to take from the Dokkan scan, or Goresh would have actually talked about it at that time, right? So there's nothing really too crazy there. Again, like for Legends, it's a transforming Cooler and transforming Golden Frieza. Looks like it's not Angel Frieza, so it's from Resurrection F. It is so interesting to me how so often Dokkan and Legends are dropping the same thing at the same time. Like, this usually doesn't correlate to global Dokkan, obviously, but like JP versus Legends, it like even like last November, like Dokkan and Legends dropped Goku Black like at like the exact same time. Like, it's so odd how they are almost directly like always competing like that. Like, very, very weird. And Dokkan, I mean, almost always wins. I think the one time Legends did win was the anniversary. Their legendary finish Super Vegito banner actually beat out the transforming Namek Super Saiyan Goku banner, basically. But okay, so we have he is of course going to be an STR Cooler right here. Looks like, you know, he's base form Cooler. Well, I mean, base form. Well, yeah, technically this is like Frieza, I think King Cold, and, you know, Cooler's like base form, because it is explained that Frieza creates all of his other forms, like the third, second, and first form, to contain his power. So this is kind of like their base form, and then Cooler, you know, has his final form right here. So Cooler, of course, is a transforming character. I really like the way they have his art right here. That looks fantastic. And then, of course, he is going to go to a final form Cooler. So we have no idea what his leader skill is going to be or anything like that. I mean, usually when I do like videos talking about like, you know, okay, so like what future Gohan, right? Like, I'm more theorizing on what their leader skills could be, because like when you start diving into like what a unit's passive could be, there's no way to know. Like, they literally could make Cooler, you know, have like 2 guaranteed super attacks against Saiyans or something like that. Like, we have no idea. Like, maybe Cooler gives, you know, maybe he's like 100% attack and defense at the start of turn, and then he also gives like 40% attack and defense to Wicked Bloodline allies or something like that. Like, is literally no way to tell how they're going to build this guy, right? Now, the homie Goresh, speaking of him again, he made a very, very interesting video right here. I want to like link this in the comments or something like that, where he basically went through and he created like an entire like build for this Final Form Cooler that I thought was very interesting. Now, Goresh did do a really good job in that I simultaneously hated his card, thought his card was OP, and it had a super annoying transformation restriction. So it's like, yeah, this is probably very, very likely to happen. Wait, hold on. By the way, oh, my boy dropped a new Legends video? Oh, I'm going to be eating at the gym. All right, anyway. So definitely check this video out that Goresh made. One of the reasons I'm sort of highlighting this here is because Goresh made this point. This is something I had not even realized, that all the category leaders that have dropped, apparently, have come with pretty much like a new category team. Like, the only one Goresh mentioned was transforming Vegeta, who did not actually come with a new... Here, actually, let me pull this up in the Dokkan Wiki. Goresh mentioned transforming Vegeta. That did not drop with a new category. I know that Broly also did not drop with a new category. Okay, so like, yeah, Gogeta, new category. Omega, new category. Ultimate Gohan, new category. The Universal Survival Saga, this, you know, dropped way before like Jiren was around, right? Okay, so Revived Warriors. Yep, obviously that's Angel Golden Frieza. UI Goku dropped with that. Vegito dropped with that. Patara, this was Kefla, dropped with that. Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. Tapion right there. Let's see. Movie Bosses was Turles. Wait, where did we skip by Patara and View? Oh yeah, okay. So there's been a few like category leaders that have dropped like without new categories, but most of the time not really. So like Dragon Ball Super Broly, the LR Fusions, and Transforming Vegeta. Those are the only ones that really come to the top of my head, because, like, you know, that was when Future Gohan dropped, Ultra Full Power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, 17, Goku and Frieza, Super Buu, Metal Cooler. Let me see, Time Travelers was, of course, Goku Black. Hit, you know, dropped with his own Gogeta there. Then, of course, you know, Goku and Vegeta family, the LR Super Saiyan 4s. Youth and Dragon Ball Saga, so Kid Goku had 2 new ones. Siblings Bond, of course, was the LR, whatchamacallit, the LR Gohan and Goten. Super Saiyan was Namek Goku, Rivals is Piccolo. Android/Cell Saga, Kamehameha. So very, very, very few category leaders. Like, you look at all the category leaders that have dropped, very few of them have not had a new category. So again, the chances, I would agree with Goresh, are very high that we will see a brand new category on this cooler. Now, it's very difficult to sort of like guess, like, what kind of category would this cooler have. So Gresh had a good idea of, like, a final form, which would, you know, mainly be for, like, villains and stuff like that, right? I feel like potentially cooler there could be, like, a revenge category, you know, which would, I mean, that would be interesting. Like, what characters would fall into that? Like, would Ultimate Gohan count for a revenge category? Because, like, think of how, you know, Gohan, you know, gets the power up from old Kai, and then it's like, you know, he's showing back up on Earth to do, you know, damage to Buu for everything he's done to the Earth, right? Like, does that count? Like, you know, I gotta imagine, like, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan would count in a revenge category. Super Saiyan Goku, you know, like Mecha Frieza would be revenge. Resurrection F Frieza, obviously. Like, I feel like even in Blue Vegeta, it from, like, the Future Trunks saga would count. Like, a lot of the Trunkses would count. Like, I think a revenge category would be very, very interesting. That's kind of like the big one that I came up with. Yeah, I mean, because you could, like, Paragus would be on there. Again, like, a million different Friezas. I wonder if you could slide, like, some of the fusions on there, like Gogeta or Vegito. Like, I mean, technically, you know, like, Vegito doesn't happen in the Buu saga if Goku doesn't turn to him and go, "Hey, Vegeta, grow up. Like, Bulma and Trunks are dead. Like, can we get serious for a second?" And then Vegeta's like, "Oh, geez, yeah, maybe we should probably do something about this and fuse." Like, so, like, I don't know, like, that kind of seems like Vegito would qualify for that to me. So, you know, we'll see. But, like, if Cooler was, like, a revenge category, or we could use Goresh's idea, right? Final form, which I think would work good. And then his secondary boost could be, you know, movie bosses, Wicked Bloodline, or transformation boost. We don't need Wicked Bloodline. Like, we're good on that. Well, let me take a look at Metal Cooler again. Let me compare Metal Cooler to Transforming Cooler here, because I imagine Cooler's links are, like, probably pretty much going to be this right here. Like, I don't know, maybe you could get rid of Metamorphosis and put, what, like, Brutal Beatdown, I guess? But, like, this is probably, like, Cooler's links and his categories are basically going to be this, right? Because, you know, a mid-battle transformation unit gets transformation boost, but, like, you know, all Cooler and, like, Frieza units are on that category anyway, so we're probably not going to see anything with that. Let me see Cooler's links. Yeah, he doesn't have shocking speed, so I would not actually be opposed to this Cooler replacing Metal Cooler as the Wicked Bloodline leader. That would be okay with me, yeah, because, again, Metal Cooler does not have shocking speed, so that would make that team function a little bit better, right? Metal Cooler's still good enough to run on that team, but, you know, he's only got Strongest Clan in Space, which it doesn't really hurt that team that much since, like, all those units have it, but he doesn't have shocking speed, whereas a Final Form Cooler probably would, so I would be okay with him having a new category and then really being a leader for any of these teams, right? Movie bosses, I would say, of all of them, doesn't really need it because, you know, you could go Dragon Ball Super Broly for a little bit of a better leader skill, but Turles is still one of the best leaders in the game. Like, just the way he's set up, he is a godly leader for that team. Like, him and, like, MVP Android 17 are just incredible leaders. And, well, I guess now the LR Androids, too, would count for the Android category. Like, they're, like, you know, I guess you could say they're probably better than Android 17, actually, but they're both really good, right? So we don't need a movie bosses one. I mean, I wouldn't be so mad at it, but, you know, because, and then maybe you could kind of, I mean, but Broly has shocking speed too. So, and not only does Broly have shocking speed, but Broly has shocking speed and prepared for battle. So, I would like to take movie bosses out of the equation. So hopefully Cooler is, again, we could use Gresh's idea, Final Form. We could use my idea of Revenge. And then we could combine that, Wicked Bloodline or Transformation Boost. Now, again, Transformation Boost, at some point, they're going to release another leader for this category besides Ribran, who's 120%. And this category is going to become, like, everyone's favorite category. I mean, because you have every transforming character in here, right? You got Broly, Vegeta, Namek Goku. What do we got? Transforming Goku Black, Future Gohan, UI Goku, right? Dragon Ball Super Trunks, Evolution Blue Vegeta, Blue Gogeta. Like, just all these incredible transforming Saiyan units. And then, we've even got Gohan. We have Tech Broly. Baby is going to work good. Like, there's a lot of firepower here. The only thing is, this category and Full Power and Boo Saga, those three categories badly need a 40% support type unit that also gives Ki. You just need a blanket support type unit for those categories for them to really take the next step. Because I believe on Transformation Boost, the only support type units you really have are just, units like the GT Frieza, who gives a buff to extreme types, and then this Tech Cell over here, who gives a buff to extreme types, but there's not really, like, a good leader. I guess we do have Physical Kid Buu, but, Physical Kid Buu is really good, but when your health falls below 80%, he doesn't give that 2 Ki anymore, and the Ki is what really, really would help, right? So, hopefully Cooler as Wicked Bloodline or, like, Revenge, Final Form, either of those I think would work. It is going to be pretty easy to sort of grind up Cooler's super attack level because, this is an SR. You could get these guys from the Baba Shop, but they are pretty limited. I don't know, maybe, he's probably going to be featured on the banner, actually. This SR Cooler, I imagine he would be featured on the banner, so it's not going to be so bad being able to pull him. Because, again, like, what is this guy in the Baba Shop? At, like, 200 incredible gems or something like that? Does it say? 300. Could only be purchased 5 times. Is that true? I feel like you might be able to get him more because they added a bunch of stuff to the Baba Shop, like doubles of cards and stuff like that. This is still a really good thing, though. So you might think, like, oh, I'm not really too excited that we're getting, like, a new Cooler again, right? But, like, if you really look at it, right? So, like, we have Final Form Cooler, the physical one, who's great. Then this AGL one is a nice support type unit, depending upon the situation. We have 2 really good Metal Coolers, and then the LR Metal Cooler Army. But, like, this Cooler, base form Cooler, like, look how wide open this is. Like, so now this is just another, he's going to be right here. He's SCR. There's going to be another amazing unit that, like, wasn't, like, there was no amazing Cooler in the game. Like, this guy is okay. Like, back when he came out, like, attack and defense plus 7,500 at the start of turn. Like, he's not the worst ever, but he's certainly not great. Yeah, he doesn't have shocking speed. Oh, please, no. 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 Do not tell me that they're going to make this Cooler not have shocking speed. Oh, they couldn't do that. They did that with Future Gohan. Future Gohan didn't have Prepare for Battle. If Future Gohan had Prepare for Battle, he would be like, as far as, like, top TURs go, he already is up there. But if he had Prepare for Battle, oh, man, would Future Gohan be crazy, man. But, all right. Let me know what you guys think of this upcoming Final Form Cooler. I'm actually pretty excited. I do think, like, this new Cooler is what we wanted. Also, by the way, this does sort of still follow kind of like the Android/Cell Saga territory. Like, this Cooler movie does actually fit into the Dragon Ball Z timeline, even though it's not, technically canon. Well, like, who cares about canon? Like, what, right? But, like it does actually fit into the timeline, unlike most of the Dragon Ball movies, because, there's even, like, very conveniently, you could say, well, why was Vegeta not there? Well, because, remember, training for the androids, Vegeta was up in space for a while, so boom, there you go. So it does actually work, and this is, like, kind of around that territory. I did also point out that I do think we potentially could get the Super Saiyan Goku from this movie as a banner unit, or I guess like a new Salza, like new, like, Cooler armored squadron units. I guess the 3 of them could be a card by itself as a banner card. That would be cool. I wouldn't have an issue with that. So we'll see what else they do. I guess we could even get another new Piccolo, which I would not be upset with, because the Metal Cooler movie Piccolo is an AoE unit, right? So if they give us a Piccolo that's just, like, really strong, like, offensively and defensively, we're not going to be able to use him for the Namekian team, but he would be good for the movie hero team, right? So this is where, like, it's like we got DOKKANFEST Piccolo. No banner Piccolo is going to be better than DOKKANFEST Piccolo, but they can still give us a new Piccolo who's great for the movie hero category team. So that's one of these things, too, where, as you start getting so many more categories, they can release like new versions of a lot of these characters and be like, okay, here's your 27th Piccolo, but this is the one you'll want to use on the movie hero team when you're not using the AoE version of them, right? So like it would work. And Piccolo, does put in work, I guess, in that movie. Like people did correct me on that. So I don't know. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.